So you're ready to start selling your art, but you have no idea how to price it. Well, in this video, we're going to take a look at a structured approach to pricing your art. Pricing your artwork can be a little bit tricky. You don't want to just throw a price out there, which is what everybody believes artists do. They don't. In fact, there's a lot of thought that needs to go into the process of pricing your art. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 4 things that you need to consider when evaluating your price and how you can communicate that very clearly to your potential client. Now, the pricing structure I'm going to share with you guys works best for commissioned artworks, but you can also use it to determine the value of the drawings and paintings that you've already created. We want to create a pricing structure in which your client is happy to pay you and that ensures that you get paid fairly for the work that you've put in as an artist. The first cost you need to consider is the cost of materials. And when creating artworks that you plan to sell, you need to use the highest quality materials. And if you're creating a commissioned piece of artwork, this can be the first line item on your estimate, but more on that in just a minute. The second cost that you'll need to consider is the cost of your time. Creating art takes time, and you'll need to decide how much your time is worth. If you're just starting out, you'll need to start with a lower figure, and as you get more experience and more well-known, you can always raise this number. I like to consider an hourly rate and then multiply this hourly rate by the number of hours it took me to create the art, or in the case of a commission, how many hours I believe it will take me to complete the art. For example, let's say that I'm just starting out and my hourly rate is $150 per hour, and I've created a piece of artwork that I spent 10 hours on. This means a fair price would be $150 times 10, or $1,500. If you're creating a piece of art as a commission, this can be the second line item on the estimate that you'll give to the client before creating the art. The third cost to consider is whether or not you'll have the artwork framed. Now, framing can be extremely expensive. That's why it's important for artists to learn how to frame their own artworks. But framing is a cost that you shouldn't have to absorb as an artist. This cost can be passed on to the consumer or your client. In the case of a commissioned artwork, this can be an optional line item in your estimate. Some patrons will want to choose their own framing or work with their own frame shop. If you're selling your work online, then you'll need to consider the cost of shipping. Your artwork should be packaged carefully and sent using a reputable service. You'll also need to purchase insurance in case something happens to the artwork during the shipment process. And of course, this cost should be passed on to the consumer as well. And if you're creating an estimate for a commission piece, it can be the 4th line item in your estimate. Now we can use the cost of these 4 items to determine the overall price of our artwork. And in our example, we can see when we add up these 4 costs, we come to a total of $1,700, which would be a fair price for your client to pay. For commission pieces, you'll need to communicate these costs to your client before starting on the artwork. This information should be clearly communicated to the client in the form of an estimate. This estimate should be professionally created and may include a logo or letterhead. It should also include the date of completion or the date in which you plan to ship the artwork to the client. It's a good idea to get a deposit before you begin work on the artwork. The client might pay a percentage of what the finished artwork is going to cost, or they may just pay for the materials ahead of time. It's completely up to you how you handle this. Once you're paid the deposit, start on the artwork immediately. And once the artwork is complete, send a watermarked photo to the client of the finished piece. Also include the final bill and then wait for payment. Once you've received payment, then you can ship out the artwork to the client. But what if you're working with a gallery and selling artworks that you've already completed? Galleries will take a commission based on the overall price of the artwork, and sometimes these commissions can be really high. I've seen galleries charge up to 50% of the price of the artwork. So as an artist, you'll need to consider this markup. So in our example, if we've decided that a fair price that you should be paid as an artist is $1,700, then you may even have to double that price when selling through a gallery. You'll have to consider the fees that the gallery will take when the artwork is sold. No matter how your art is sold, you need to conduct yourself as a business person. This means that everything you do needs to be done in a professional manner. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, if you have some suggestions or if you price your artwork a little bit differently, you can let me know in the comments below. It'll probably be helpful for the folks that watch this video and read the comments. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell so you're notified when new videos like this are uploaded. And if you want to take your art to another level, then you need to check out the membership program we have over at thevirtualinstructor.com, which includes a variety of courses on drawing and painting, weekly live lessons, which are broadcast live to members each week and then stored in our vault for replay, weekly critiques as part of the Members Minute, and a year-long curriculum for visual arts teachers. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check out the membership program for free for a week. And there's also 3 course videos and ebooks that you can check out. I'll leave a link for that in the description below, and that will also put you on our mailing list so I can send you lots of free art lessons. Thanks again for watching, and as always, I wish you all the very best in your artistic success.